It's time to talk about the main event of the evening. We got some sick graphics to do it, courtesy of Cal on the ones and twos, stepping up the production game today. Love to see it. Thank you, Cal. And, man, take a look at the tail of the tape right here. Usman, 7 years older than Buckley in this spot. Slightly taller, similar reach, same stance, fighting out of orthodox. Both awesome records. And, of course, we know Usman, dominant welterweight. He was on a run to become the welterweight GOAT himself until Leon Rocky Edwards caught him with the head kick. And then it feels like just age caught up with him. And now 38 years old, coming off back-to-back majority decision losses. Competitive, kind of, against Leon Edwards in that one. Eye poke kind of saved him, made it closer than it should have been. And then Hamzat, right? Hamzat starting to fade late. Almost had him there. But fighting out of Killcliff FC. Wondering what Kamaru Usman still got. And here's the kind of profile on him right here. We know the Nigerian Nightmare. Just an awesome wrestling pedigree. He's a dangerous puncher, of course. Remember, he caught Jorge Masvidal, that nasty counter right hand. So boxing is still there, and he's extremely durable other than that head kick against Rocky, right? I mean, he's not getting finished. So it's really, what do we think is left of Usman here? So, Slick, I'll throw it to you first. I mean, he's taking on a monster of a guy in Joaquin Buckley who's tearing through the welterweight division. He's doing his thing, and he's putting away guys like Stephen Thompson, some of the best, right? He's showing his well-rounded skill set, wrestling, showing the power, the kicking game, everything. What do you think of this awesome main event? That's definitely the best fight on this whole card.
Yeah, I mean, I just not trusting Usman in this spot. He's fighting a guy with elite takedown defense. Like, he's fighting a guy with huge power in his hands, and he's fighting a guy that's way younger than him. He's not fighting a Masvidal that's, up there in age, or Leon Edwards, who's been in the UFC since he was like 12. So he's not fighting. He's fighting a fresh up-and-comer and a guy like Buckley. And let's be real. At the end of the day, we just have been seeing this new generation of guys stepping up. We just haven't been seeing these champions that have been champions for a long time, and guys who have lost their championships just not look good anymore. You could put Usman with the Izzies, the Henry Cejudos, the guys like that, and I'm just not trusting him in this spot in a guy that he has to get his wrestling going, because I think he has good stand-up. I'm just debating on if he's able to take the shots that Buckley is going to bring forward, because if Buckley stuffs the takedowns, he's not going to be scared to put a forward pressure on Usman. And Usman, on the other hand, thrives off that forward pressure. We've seen him get the knockout on Masvidal with the forward pressure. We've seen him basically drain out Leon Rocky Edwards with the forward pressure. We've seen him almost beat Hamzat with the forward pressure in the second and third round. But that's the one thing I like about this fight. It's a 5-round fight. We've seen Buckley prepared nonstop for 5-round fights, and he's finally getting one. I think he's going to have the cardio edge in this spot. I think he's going to have the damage edge in this spot. And let's be real. Usman, we just don't know. This is a guy that could come into this octagon, and if he tears something in his knee within the first round or two, I'm not wishing nothing towards him, but I wouldn't be surprised. This guy has been I've read something that said that he gets like 6 to 7 injections before an octagon fight, and I just don't believe that that's going to be good for a young, energetic, cardio-based, damage-based guy with Buckley. I think there's a great spot for Buckley to really put another huge name on his list and get Usman. Personally, I wouldn't put it behind him if he retires after this fight, if maybe he gets KO'd by Buckley, or maybe looks as bad as like Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo, he's playing with retirement. So I'm going to go with Buckley in this spot, money line. At the end of the day, if you're on the Usman side, I believe he's not going to knock out Buckley. I don't think he's going to sub Buckley. But if you want to have a nice hedge for the main event, take Usman by decision. I think that's his path to victory. And if he wins a decision, it's more of a control-based decision, control against the cage, and I just don't see that happening. So give me Buckley money line.
I'm with you, man. I like the breakdown very much. It's kind of exactly how I see it. He's just in the prime of his career. He stalks you. His power, even when he was not finding that knockout shot against Thompson, he was relentless against it, right? Against a guy like Wonderboy, who's got some of the best movement of the division, and it only took that one big shot. So he can steal rounds with the big shot. He can put you down with the big shot. And his game is really coming together. He's got the cardio to go full 5. Mr. Plus, I really trust Buckley in this spot. I'm with Slick. I think it could be one of the last we see from Usman potentially, as like he said, especially if he looks bad.
I mean, he's really got the hype, that's for sure. My bad, boys. My allergies are off the wall. I'm sneezing. I'm blowing my nose 1,000 times. I apologize, but I'm allergic to these fucking lines. The line is crazy on this fight, bro. How are you going to be minus 300 and plus 250? This is crazy. I understand Buckley being a slight favorite, not a monster favorite. The disrespect on that is crazy to me. And then look at the Usman wins, bro. I get it. Buckley's fighting the up and comers and beating them, but the Usman wins and over time and even the L's, Chimaev and Leon Rocky Edwards never looked as good as he did in the fights where he fought against Usman. So I mean, I don't know, man. Do we buy the hype in Buckley? Is he ready for this? I know he's not ready to be a minus 300 favorite in a 5-round fight. I'm scared, man. I definitely like the idea of if this is your last leg, you're going to hedge. Just not in love with Buckley.
Dude, I think you should be. I think he's got this, man. Slick mentioned it, and Jamie's talking about it in the live chat as well. Usman's knees, bro. Slick talked about the injections he needs. I remember hearing a story a couple of years ago, even now at this point, only time has passed since then, which can't help, that Usman was walking on the grass in areas where there was concrete and grass because it hurt too much to walk on the concrete. And anywhere he could, he would walk on grass. Man, this guy's tough as nails. He's a pro's pro. He's a veteran. He's coming to fight, but them knees are worse for the wear. And I just worry how they're going to stack up against a guy like Buckley right now, who's in the prime of his career. Cal's with us. He likes Buckley. Specimen, no injuries. Usman's a shell. It's not old Usman, I fear. But maybe he gives him a test. Maybe we'll see, We shall see. All right, that's the main event. That's also the last leg of the Darce. And we're going with a couple legs. And